Hey everyone, this is Lonnie and hope all of you have a great day so far. Because we're gonna start with Lostbelt! Yes! I'm so hyped for this. I was actually supposed to take a few days break, you know? Because my camera been acting up and all that. But it seems like the reason why it froze and turned black as it did might have been because some weird program were underlying and an antivirus program that I removed, and now it seemed to work as at least before everything that happened. So I'm really sorry for that once again, and hopefully it do work correctly now. I really hope so. But before I do jump completely into this, oh god, I'm so hyped for this! Yes, I am! No, not there. I'm actually gonna go through, because, you know, when I watched this anime opening in this, well, in the prologue we saw in there, and once again, I want to apologize that it got desynced in when this anime opening style there went there. It's because I used YouTube's tools to mute the song, because it copyrighted the entire video then, and apparently YouTube, it doesn't really work so well, so apparently it desynced a bit. I'm gonna see if I can restore it, see if it works out that way. So I'm once again really sorry for that. But I rewatched that that anime opening, whatever it's called, and there's a bunch of different characters there, and which are well, servants. I have no idea who they are, but I decided I'm gonna go give them a little guess. The first one is, that was not right. Now this should be right. Ah, there we go. I mean, this dude looks like something. What I'm really noticing is this little thing there at the spear sword thing. And the armor, oh gosh, what could it be? I mean, I honestly don't have, I can't really guess who this guy is. I didn't get to see much of him at all, actually, but this one, you know, it kind of looks, the design and all that with the swords and all that, you know, makes me think on a Chinese, you know, Blade Master. So I just for one thought, thinking like Yu Fei, you know, the Master Tactician, Blade Master, or whatever he was. So that's my guess on this dude. And that, well, this is Seimei, but or whoever it is actually is. It might not actually be Seimei. I have no idea who it is. It's Nikki. And this, I had no fucking idea what this actually is. I assume it's some sort of assassin. And I noticed that her hand, her right hand, it's actually a left hand. I mean, her left hand is a right hand. Now, you know, her hand holding a knife is actually wrong. And now I can't unsee that. And though she looked like something from an, you know, 1800 London or something like that. So either that or American, like in Little House on the Prairie kind of woman. But I'm not sure what she actually is. She could be an assassin, considering the dagger and all of that, and the death motive with a weird angel thing there. But I have no idea who that can actually be. And then is this. First thing I'm thinking on is like an Amazon, like, but we have penis limit already. So, Hypotera, whatever she's called, like the first Amazon queen, maybe? Because this is definitely Greece motive on this, definitely. So, I mean, Shanley, come on. But yes, that is, I just wanted to give my little thoughts about that. And it was, I mean, Shanley, sweetie, I'm trying to see. Really interesting. Also, obviously, I forgot to say that I have a little bit of a different frame and all that right now. I decided to do that for the... Ah, God, my nose. The different... I mean... The different Lostbelts. You know, spice it up a little bit. Yeah. So, this one is Permafrost, Anastasia and all that. So, we're gonna go with that. And so, our history came to an end. Shanli, you don't make this easy for me. Oh my god, I love you, y'all. I love you. It's been 19 days. It's been 19 days since the invasion from space began. In that time, the entire planet has been wiped clean. Well, that sucks. Big time. Yeah, Shanli. We got wiped. We've been fighting back for 3 months. 3 long, arduous months. Every single attempt ended in failure. Of course they did. We had all kinds of security measures in place to deal with other countries, but we were completely unprepared from an invasion from outer space. I mean, I can't. You don't need to aim your ass against me, you know. That is just rude, Shanli. I mean, I can't. The United States fought hard to the last man, but even so, they only lasted a matter of days. America! Holy crap! I mean, if anything I've learned from Hollywood movies is that aliens, for some reason, always invade the United States. Always United States, and then they fight with their military might, like. Shanli, don't headbang the microphone. You little shit! You stepping on everything. I'm sorry, but Shanli is impossible today. With no other options left to them, all the few remaining humans could do was stand by and stare around, dumbfounded at the endless stretch of nothingness. This sounds really bad. Everyone resigned themselves to the fact that each passing day could well and truly be their last. But not me. I just couldn't let it end like this. So I turned my back on the campsite and walked away like a petulant child, casting a deaf ear to the people offering up their final prayers. Before me I saw a vast wasteland of endless white. Is that a generator? Or an engine also? Any trace of humanity had been erased. We no longer had any hope for survival, let alone turning the tide. Nothing we tried had even the slightest effect. In this wasteland I searched through old records like a raccoon pawing through garbage. I managed to find an old motorcycle. Oh, it's a motorcycle. We barely enough fuel for one-way trip and began riding across the blinding white wasteland. It just nothing about this makes sense. There are so many unanswered questions. If I'm going to die, at least I want to know why. I can accept an alien invasion. I can even accept the end of the world. But I can't accept not knowing why they invade us or how. The invasion lasted a good 19 days. There must have been some sign leading up to it. Someone must have seen this coming. Or maybe someone knew it was coming and decided to let it happen. How did the invader first make their way to Earth to begin with? Okay, so we're fighting space aliens? Nani? And Goatee, I assume, did see this. And, yeah. Snap. Someone needs to figure out at least that much out, or humanity will never be able to rest in peace. So I'll keep exploring until I find a lead. Some sort of clue that could lead me to the answer I seek. This recording might just be me talking to myself. But still, there's every chance that this is the last document remaining on Earth. My name is David. David Blue Book. Blue Book? That's a funky name. So, there are survivors scattered. And what on earth did actually fucking evaporate everything and turn into white sand? Like, how? Why? And why on earth would they even do that? I mean, I assume if they got it, we need the resources of planet Earth. Yeah! But this, why? I'm an oddball setting off on the last trip of his life, searching for answers in a world where I'll be lucky to see tomorrow. Dude, this is depressing as hell. I'm just... Nani? Okay. Researcher's log 2018. 18 hours have passed since the events observed in New Mexico. At least, Subject E has been relocated to this base. Honestly, I can barely contain my excitement. This is the biggest thing to happen since the Roswell UFO incident in 1947. So that, okay, so the aliens are a thing here. I have no idea how it ended up making an emergency landing on this planet, and I don't care. What I do know is that our visitor is at death's door and needs our help if it's going to survive. Okay. We got contact, people. We got contact with a force from outside this world. I also know that it's an intelligent life form, and it's nothing like us humans. Ah, so you mean that we humans are not intelligent? I can agree with that. There are very many dumb people. I'm pretty dumb. But I'm not dumb, you know. I'm more dumb. Its form beggars belief. Thank goodness for the boundless capacity of the human imagination. Well, that's true. This visitor from a distant world looks like exactly the sort of thing we would see in a horror movie. Okay, are we kind of... What? Is it like the thing, like a tentacle freak monster? My orders are to perform surgery on this new friend from beyond the stars, to save its life and hopefully establish communication. I'm literally trembling with excitement. My entire staff and I are eager to begin our work. I mean, I guess that's a good thing that they are excited, but maybe not too. Shouldn't be too excited. Not to mention, should you really dig around in an weird ass alien species that you don't even know what is like? Oh, what is this for an organ? They probably don't need it. Like, that was my heart. Oh, you don't need it. This will be a difficult operation, but we will save it. This will be by far the most fulfilling work I've ever done. How could I not see that it succeeds? My only regret is that I won't be able to share this discovery with the outside world. This project is as classified as they come, and who knows it will be disclosed to the public. Until then, we must continue to nurse it back to health in secret, here in an underground facility. What is it? Now we just imagine some weird-ass freaky tentacle monster. It is there that I must study this strange new life form. These tree roots come back. The root is it the root? Like, you know, the origin, the root, like. Oh my god. Seriously. What? Is that what it is? Like, oh gosh. I'm so excited for this. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna dive into the first one. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'm hyped for this. Holy crap. Yeah, see all the like Lostbelt, Lost Room and all of those things. I'm just ready. Even the game is loading forever. But is it literally like a tree alien? Because that would actually be quite cool. You know? Like tree. An ant, like in Lord of the Rings. Tree bear. I'm on no side, little hobbit, because no one is on my side. And yes, man, it just makes me think about Lord of the Rings. I remember watching that cinema, like, but this is the last march of the Ents. Okay, that is cool. Oh, it's those masters. It has been 19 days. 3 full months since the Tree of Emptiness took root. The world has been successfully rewritten with the Lostbelt. The felling theoretical phenomenon is complete. Let us take a moment to celebrate this milestone. None of this would have been possible without each of your devoted efforts. Yeah, your team has way too much credit, Kirstaria. None of us have done anything worth celebrating yet. Man, he makes me think of Mace Huge in Fullmetal Alchemist, but thinner and pointy ears. Also, Rip The guy that voice acted Mace Huge had died recently. Really sad, actually. The foreign god did all the work, invading and rewriting history and the world and all that. All we've done is keep our Lostbelt kings in good spirits. The real work only just starting, yeah? You don't get it, Beryl. Stabilizing the Lostbelt and growing the three are one and the same. Lord Kishtaria is telling us to devote ourselves to maintaining our contract with Lostbelt's servants. Particularly masters like you who treat them as a kind of game. Whoa, easy there, Ophelia. Looks really can't kill when you're the one giving them. That aside, Lord Kishtaria, huh? Changed a bit since you woke up, haven't ya? Don't worry, I won't give you too much shit about that. I get why you want to cling to someone under the circumstances. But as long as we're on the subject, let me make something clear. I've never been more serious in my life. We already died once. Don't I think we'd better treat this like a game? Wait, did they die? This foreign god person might resuscite us this time, but I don't see that happening a second time. Oh. So you better believe that I want to get things taken care of while I'm still kicking. After all, can only enjoy stealing and killing while you're alive. Don't you agree, Daybite? Daybit. Indeed. You cannot experience the sensation that accompanies methodical killing from the confines of the coffin. Wow, you two are scary as heck. Happily, our respective regions are quite primitive, so we are afforded plenty of opportunities for that experience now. You said it! They keep coming at us, practically begging us to kill them. Not a lot of time to screw around, huh? I see. I feel sorry for your lost belts. Yeah, how about my lost belt? Kadok. Pepperon. I mean, not only is his name like Pepperoncino, but he also looked like a JoJo character. I could easily see Pepperoncino in JoJo, and I wouldn't bat an eye. What's the matter, Kadok? Beryl is his usual self, but you seem a bit off. What's bothering you? You look just dreadful. Oh my, look, those bags under your eyes. Have you not been sleeping, or is it just that you're under a lot of stress? Both. Never mind me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Well, I'm sorry, you know you can't do that. I can't do that, Cap. If you really want me to leave you be, then at very least I need to see a smile from you. How could I not be sad seeing a friend so down in the dumps? I can't help worrying about you, whether you might think on the sub. You might think, whether you understand, if you really want to be alone, you need to be strong enough to handle it. And if you're letting your stress show like that, then you clearly aren't. Why not try relieving a bit of stress with a bit of fun? This suggestion won't win points for originality, but how about some tea? I found some great tea leaves here in my own Lostbelt. I'd be happy to let you have some. I bet the Grand Duchess will be delighted as well. None of your business. I swear, you just don't change no matter what happens to you, Pepe. Ooh, flattery will get you everywhere, I must say. That wasn't bad, Kadok. I'm not praising you. That was an insult. Jeez, how come you're not telling this guy not to treat this like a game, Ophelia? Pepperoni so it's different. He's always like this. Exactly, doesn't listen to what people tell him. Just think about the weird nickname he picked for himself. He's died in the wool optimist or maybe natural bold outlaw. Either way, you don't want to see him get serious, you know. And all the show is true call if shit really hit the fan, like the apocalypse or something. Is it a little the apocalypse right now? Actually, scratch that. Maybe not even then. No more wasting our time. Kishtaret, what did you want to talk about? We already reported about our Lostbelt. Mine isn't fit for territory expansion, and I have no intention of competing with the rest of you. If you want to fight over who gets to rule this planet, knock yourself out. Did I not already tell you all this? You think we buy that? You can just shut yourself away and sit this one out, Akuta. In the end, we're going to have to choose a single Lostbelt. If you give up on expanding your Lostbelt territory, it'll just be a matter of time until another Lostbelt invades it. You really want to lose by default? You're okay with that? Yes, I am. And if my Lostbelt ends up disappearing, I'm fine with that too. This time I just want to stay there right up to the end. As long as I'm satisfied, I'll go along with the rest of the cryptos. So you don't give a shit about this power struggle thing, eh? I can't blame ya. We all know who's gonna win anyway. You're looking at him. Kishnaro could beat all of us put together with one hand tied behind his back. This whole game to figure out who's gonna be the king of the Earth has been rigged from the start. I guess that is some. I mean, you should see how bad-minded David Lostbelt are. There's just no way these are possible for humanity would turn out. But there is no damn thing wrong with Kirshta's Lostbelt. Hell, things might even be better there than in proper human history. No fair, right? I swear, he was already favorite to win before we even got started. No accounting for the lack of born noblemen, eh? Barry, hold your tongue. Lord Kishtaria conquered and exceeded entirely on his own merits. Why do you think he is no few than three divine... You will hold your tongue as well, Ophelia. Beryl is not incorrect. But... It's all right. It is plain to all that I will emerge the victor. No comments about how I go about claiming my inevitable victory will change that. I don't know why, but Ophelia kind of reminds me of Steins Gate, you know. Christine! You know? The style of the art as well, you know. Now then, hologram or not, I did not call you earlier today go over last... An hour ago, one of my servants foretold the appearance of a spirit origin graph and the round table. That's cool. The spirit origin graph belongs to Chaldea, while the round circle is no doubt to refer to Master Carolite's shield. This means they are finally about to re-emerge from the void space, following their escape from Antarctica. Yahoo! So they're still alive, even after 3 whole months spent... Man, we were in 3 months in the whole... Oh, scheisse! I see, and after Coin Sky went all that trouble to have the Major Association appoint a new director should have been easy to manipulate. Perhaps you made the wrong choice, Vodima. My servant could have destroyed the entire base, you know. So Koyanskaya served Vodima, okay. No, our plan was the best option available. Chaldea defense may not have been airtight, but they were formidable nonetheless. In order for us to take control, it was necessary to convince Chaldea to let us in willingly, by disguising ourselves as staff, and then shut down Chaldea from within. Had we done things differently, the Chaldeans would simply have rage-shifted away and stopped us. Koyanskaya's plan was well conceived. With the benefits of hindsight, the only issue is the fact that a certain servant did not act of their own accord, but that is hardly Kadok's fault. After all, of the 3 servants who serve as a foreign god envoys, neither the priest nor Koyanskaya were our own. Wait. After all, the free servant will serve as the foreign god's envoy. Wait, so Kornskaya was not Vodima's servant. So Kirei and Kornskaya are both servants? I mean, Kornskaya knew, but Kirei too? To this garden? What?
So, do you know where the Chaldeans are going to show up?
Lamentably, my servant prediction did not reach that far into the future. All I know is that they will emerge in a matter of hours.
That's it? So what, we are supposed to go back to our post and each keep an eye out for...
They'll emerge in Russia inside the Lostbelt.
How do you know that?
Simple logic. How else? The only thing they know about the Earth is that now identify of the servants who attacked Chaldea. That their only possible connection for emerging from void space. For them, the Oprishnik are both a threat and a means to determine their destination. Well, that's true. That makes sense.
So it all comes down to retribution, huh? We got them good, so now they wanna get us back. Which means they're be gunning for me first and foremost. Perhaps. Anyway, if they are the kind of people to seek revenge, that will make them easier to deal with. Out of vengeance, huh? Man, that's rough. Doubt you will be able to talk your way out of that one. I know, how about I help you out, Karak? You don't really go in for all rough and tumble stuff, do you? If you want, I can play teacher for you. Show you how it's done. Hard to pass. Stick to your own Lostbelt. I got enough, folks. Big brother shit from Pepe. Oh, come on. Really, I'm concerned for you, you know? Besides, pepperoni or whatever. Pepperoni. More like an old man than our big brother. But fine. If you're setting on doing this yourself, I can respect that. Good luck handling this yourself, Karak. Go show the Grand Duchess what you're made of. Just don't push yourself too hard, right? If things start looking dicey, don't be afraid to bail. We're just competing. We are not enemies. But we got no use for a crifter who lost the Lostbelt. If you wanna live out your life in peace, nobody's gonna stop you, right, Vodima?
Seriously, this is... Kadok, as you know, we have all consented to a non-aggression pact. As cryptids, our goal is to expand our respective Lostbelt territories. Eventually, our Lostbelt's border will clash, and one will inevitably be consumed. Thus will the Lostbelt with the strongest foundation of humanity feed upon the weaker one. Ah, so it's like EO. Humanity EO, eating up other humanity. Oh god. That game would be terrifying. But it is a clash, and only in that clash, that Crypto may interfere with another Crypto's Lostbelt. If Chaldea does appear in Russia, then it falls to the king of Russia's Lostbelt to deal with them. Our duty is to reconstruct of humanity within our Lostbelt, to build a world where humans and gods can once more coexist in harmony. Now that the foreign goddess invasion has ended, the task of disposing of Chaldea is extraneous at best. It is at this stage nothing more than a chore. Still, I suppose I must admit that they remain a hindrance. They do have a great deal of experience overturning worlds. Haha! Indeed we have! Kadok, I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. Eliminate the nuisance and grow Russia's tree as quickly as you can. Succeeding in the latter should make the former markedly easier. For my part, I would like to see all Lostbelt realize their full potential, for each is the potential of humanity itself. It would be travesty for one of them to end before its history has a chance to flourish. You don't have to tell me. I'm here to win as much as any of you. This is where I sign off. If Chaldea is coming for me, I'll be there to greet them.
Damn. I'm going to head back to the throne as well. My king is first for exploration is settled.
Who is your... What?
There's no telling what sort of trouble he might get into if I'm leaving for too long.
Vroom. Vroom.
Right then, I'll be off as well. Let know if Russia turns us an SOS.
Alright, I must say though, you certainly seem happy about this barrel. You must get off seeing Kadok struggling.
No, that's... What sort of heartless bastard do you take me for, Pepperoncino?
Pepperoncino sounds like a Pokemon.
I'm actually worried about him, you know? I was an only child, so I like to think of him as a little brother I never had. Why would I want to see him die? You also want to be a good big brother and look out for him.
Really?
Besides, I'm thrilled to hear that. To hear that is still alive.
What?
I haven't been that happy since I first broke into their ICU. Dr. Roma kicked me out before we could have a bit of fun together back then. But now there's no one left to get in the way.
Man, they should kick... Wait. I have a bad feel about this dude, really. He seemed like a very creepy-ass barrel gut. Goodness me. I don't know what we're going to do about him. Anyway, it best I sign off too. Something doesn't seem right on my end either. But while you're here, David, there's something I'd like to ask you about regarding my report. What do you think about the cube in my Lostbelt?
I have little information to go on. Do you still want my thoughts?
Of course. I would so love to hear your assessment.
I think the thing is your Achilles heel. The weakest of weak points for you and your Lostbelt. If Vodima or I had your Lostbelt, it'd be the first thing to get rid of. But in your particular case, Pepperoncino, I would leave it alone. That's just who you are.
I see, then maybe I wait and see how it goes. Though personally, I'd love to cut it out.
Alright, I'm signed off. Our next meeting is a month from now, yes. See you then.
Wow. Everyone is dumping us.
Each of the other cryptos have returned to their post. Are you sure this is for the best, Lord Krishtaria? Truthfully, I doubt Kadok is up to the task of maintaining Russia's Lostbelt. The Russian King's spirit origin strength is empowered with a divine spirit servant.
The Russian... Is it Rasputin that is the Russian king?
You may be able to control him, Lord Kishtari, but there is no way Kadok can. And if the remnants of Chaldea show up there and start making trouble, there's no telling what might happen to the Russian Lostbelt.
Are you worried Kadok's Lostbelt may be destroyed before it can become food for the others, Ophelia? And there's something with Kishtaria that looks really, really familiar when looking at his face. Like... It makes me think a bit on Theon, you know? Theon Cumhill. Cumhill. Look very similar.
No, it's not that. It's just the way he's behaving left me with a bad feeling. There is a time when he prioritizes the Grand Duchess' wishes over our objective.
So his rather ordinary nature has backfired. Very well, you do have a point. Canis. Time to make you Zeus. Canis? Wait. Canis. You'll have a Russian observe Kadok's action. If he has indeed turned his back on our mission, you will see this to his punishment.
Oh, wait. Are you kidding me, Master? You're really sending the great Canis to do your house?
Wait. So it wasn't... Wait, I need... Because I'm... Wait, is it? In Greek, Caenus was a lovely hero of Thessaly, according to the book of metaphors, he was originally a woman. Caenis, daughter of Atrax. Ah! Caenis was a woman who was abducted and raped by the god Poseidon, who also had raped... Poseidon, you nasty piece of shit. Then again, most of these gods, Poseidon was pleased and promised to grant Caenis a wish. Caenis was so distraught that she demanded to be changed into a man, so that she might never be wrong. And Poseidon granted this wish and also gave Caenis impenetrable skin. Ah! That's interesting. But Ceres, oh god. So, wait, is it, so this... Okay, that's... At least I'm right about a Greece hero.
And I call this woman won't leave you alone? What sort of heroic spirit do you take me for?
A trustworthy one, naturally. You may be caused, but that is only your pride. As is I bested you in combat fair and square, I know you will not renege, are you? Wait! How strong are these dudes actually, if they actually defeat servants? Nor will you renounce your previous statement, depending on the situation, unlike the gods. Unless I am mistaken, you are in fact just as fickle as they are.
Always got something to say, don't you, human? What a pompous, weak-kneed, pretentious scumbag. Fine, I'll be your little lapdog, but if you think I'm gonna forget about this humiliation, you got another thing coming. My luck? No, the gods' luck must run out the day I lost to you. You want to be me to babysit the situation, humans struggling to fight back? Fine, I will.
Cool. So, I can't believe you're using kindness, the divine spirit, as nothing more than an envoy.
Are you sure about the sending Caenis away like this? Lord Kishtar, isn't she your bodyguard?
It is of no consequence. This is why I made a contract with Caenis in the first place. I trust him to be my eyes. From here on, I will be having him monitor the content. I will also have him to stop you by your Lostbelts as well. I advise you to take caution when he does. As you know, he's not overly fond of women like yourself. If you offend him, he may just end up erasing your Lostbelt, king and all.
I'm not sure about that. My Lostbelt's king is certainly a deal more subdued than Russia's, yes. However, her power is easily matched with divine spirit. On top of that, I have the strongest knight ever to live in my Strongest knight?
William Wallace? Oh, he was not a knight, but I don't know. I can't imagine either of them having to fear even from the divine spirit Caenis. Wait, the strongest knight, like the Green Knight or the Black Knight? I mean, the Black Knight, wasn't Black Knight like actually a version, in part Mordred? I see, then suppose I need to say nothing more. The fate of your Lostbelt will have an impact on mine as well. If possible, I would prefer that our respective Lostbelt be the last two remaining in our competition. Our victory may be inevitable, but some manners of winning are better than others, and my victory must want for nothing. I expect great things from you, Ophelia. I need as many capable compatriots as possible.
Yes, Lord Kishtaria. I promise I won't let you down.
Oh, she's so happy. The roots of cosmic fantasy have descended upon us. The advent of the foreign god is at hand. After 3 months, the Lostbelt have finished their rites. Both this planet and the next generation of human history now belong to us. What is it, Tifa? But that's not enough. I will not be satisfied with that alone. The sages from proper human history abandoned human in their naivety. He who called himself the King of Mages first pitied humanity, but soon washed his hands of them. But not me. I will not relax my grip. Firm. It has been 2,000 years since Mystic disappeared, when the foundation of the world will pass on to mankind. Now I will attempt to reach a world that no sage ever could. I will attempt to enact an idea that no mage had ever before conceived. Men vad är det, Tifa? Kom här istället. I'm playing here. Just you watch Marisbury Envisphere. Watch as I achieve what you only ever dreamed of. Se det. Ooh. Oh gosh, this is... Who is this? She pops up literally everywhere. She doesn't do that when I'm making fun of myself, right? Because that would be fucking awkward. Oh gosh. But oh gosh. Yay!
Quartz.
A chest? Nani? Okay, that was actually really interesting, I must say. Though one thing I feel when I saw Canis and all that, it honestly doesn't make sense to me why they would make Canis a woman in this. More than obviously they want a sexy waifu to add into this, especially when literally her myth is that she transformed to a man. You know? And Vodime did use to pronounce him, you know? He. So, Canis is seen as a man, but they used... And I won't buy the idea like, it's what she was originally, because Da Vinci popping up and turn into the Mona Lisa, because, you know, he wanted to be the most beautiful thing ever created, and it was Mona Lisa and all of that, you know, and that stuff. And I do feel like, otherwise I like the idea of Canis, look really cool. I don't mind the fan service in general, you know, as long as they are not lollies, of course, then fucking burn it. But I feel like this is a little bit of an odd take, in my opinion, you know, to actually make, instead of making Canis a man, Caneus, you know, I would actually like that, but you know, I guess that would be too progressive, you know, because it's like accepting trans kind of people, and I guess that is too much for FGO. Trans right. But I found a bit weird, but otherwise this was really interesting, you know. We got to see about the different masters and their kind of connection to each other, how they interact, and yeah. So the one remaining Lostbelt will be like the new mankind, well, humanity, you know. So this is, I am mighty interesting about this. Empire of Breasts. Oh no, the boob valley. What am I supposed to do, guys? The attack of the boobs. No. Ha ha. Nani? What was it? There we go. Damn it, it's really getting bad out there. But I can still smell I can still smell the... Wait, is it Atlant the angry one? If I don't take them out now, I'll starve to death. I'll starve to death this winter for sure. Guess I just have to hang in there a little longer. Chewbacca? Damn it, it's Krishat. It's a Krishat. What is a Krishat? It's like Krishat? Okay, Chris, did you shat yourself again?
Yes.
Damn it, you little. Die! Die! Okay, Reaper, go to hell! Damn it, what a waste. Damn, now its brains are leaking out. Guess it's time to pack it in. Please, don't make my brain leak. It's a leak in the brain!
I'm so hungry, I really don't want to starve to death.
You killed something, eat it? I don't even know what you are or who it is. Whoa, was that an earthquake? Was that one of the big guys? If it was, I guess I won't have to worry about starving to death. God damn it, it's so cold. It's never this cold. And I can't tell if the Oprishnik are listening or not, as usual. Looks like it's gonna be an especially harsh winter. On a different note, what the hell is up with that tree? It almost looks like a giant tower. Oh, so that is a tree in the distance. So I guess that in this version of his demonic rust. Oh no! I've been present since the very beginning. Humanity here evolved along a particularly unique route in order to combat both the beast and the perpetual blizzard that shrouded the land. In this world, there's nothing worse than weakness. To die is to admit defeat. Here, strength is justice, and justice is strength. It is a world of permafrost where the notion of might make right has been taken to its logical conclusion. And now Lan and her companions are about to set foot in this alternate history. I'm... Full. Morning. Full. I think... Wait, we have own rooms? How big is this car? Full.
Good morning, Senpai. Are you awake?
Of course I am.
Oh, good. Then I hope you don't mind if I come in. I brought some breakfast.
Aww.
Of course, we don't have rations, and old enough for another 6 days, too.
It's a little blood bread than nothing. Yeah, indeed. It is.
We still continue our zero sail. It's been about a week since we embarked. Fortunately, the enemy organization that took over Chaldea doesn't seem to have followed us here. But I wish I knew how long this was going to continue. Time is one of the fundamentals of our universe. But time doesn't interestingly have the past or a future. Those are just axes we come up with to help us keep track of it.
And I mean, I assume time moves different in the void, so while they have gone 3 months on the outside, it's only going to week here.
As long time go on, a little shake-up before or after won't make any difference. But here in void space, time doesn't go on. We won't suffer the effects of age as long as we stay here. But we also don't know what will happen once we emerge into normal space.
This is like literally Dragon Ball, you know, where we can train and we come back like 50 times stronger, like imagine like Mashu, you know, like that Netsuki meme, Buffski or Buff Netsuki or whatever she's called, but Mashu's head is there like that's terrifying.
We might return at the exact instant we left, or we might find that we've been gone for hundreds of years. I wouldn't be surprised if we just ate instantly as soon as we exit the space, like when Urashimataro opened the Tamate Bako.
Yeah, that would be actually kind of terrifying, you know? Aging like, that they got 20 years outside, like,
I'm a old man. I think I dropped my testicle somewhere. Someone please find it for me.
That's unsettling.
Yes, it is. Still, Da Vinci says she's been working on correcting the disparity between us and the outside so that it won't happen. Maybe it would be best if you talk to her yourself, Senpai. Why don't you go to the cockpit?
Cockpit. It's a place where it's a hole you put your dick in, you know? Cockpit. Why did I call it a cockpit? I mean, do it? It look funny, Tiva.
I must say, I was relieved to find out the shadow board interior is more spacious than it looks out from the outside.
Aha! So there's some weird ass space continuum thing.
That means they managed to give it twice as much room by warping its internal space.
Man, can't you do it here? That would mean a lot if I could actually have more space in this. I have such a small apartment.
Thanks to that, we just have enough living facility to cover the bare necessity. I do feel a little bit old for us that I have to share one room though.
Foo-foo?
Thank you for your concern, Foo. I have special needs as a demon, so I'm staying in the treatment room by myself. As for the other private rooms, yes, Director Gorl is staying in the captain's quarter. I mean, yes, our captain in the computer room, and Holmes seems to be sleeping in the workshop.
Foo.
We also have air conditioning, a storage room, and an armory, although the new director has prohibited us from going in there.
Why would he prohibit us from doing that?
And since we have two large crews without space, Da Vinci and Holmes were even the cockpit/bridge several meters wide.
Damn.
Alright, let's head to the cockpit now.
Really? Man, this is... Dude! Enough of this nonsense. Your flame's excuse forward, detective. Why do you insist on keeping us here? We must be in a safe zone by now. It is, as I've said, a more difficult question than you seem to realize. We must first discuss how we might even define a safe zone. A safe zone where we don't die as soon as we come out? For example, can we say that we are safe here in the void space thanks to a lack of enemies in our vicinity? I'm afraid the answer is a resounding no. For that matter, there are no enemies to be found in void space. Consequently, we need not concern ourselves with attempt at pursuit. No, what we must concern ourselves with is the threat of far greater, one that quite literally surrounds us. In other words, my good music, the question is not one of when we should emerge, but how. You mean tell me it's not even possible for us to leave? How can you be so blasé about such a nightmare prospect? Spinning everywhere.
They're like Holmes and the new director getting along nicely, senpai. I'm almost sorry to interrupt them.
Really, Marshall?
Good morning, everyone. Lana Marshall Carla reporting for the latest status report.
Well, update. Oh, hiya! Gozaimasu. Good morning, you two. Have you already had breakfast?
Yes, thank you. I had an Italian cuisine ration myself. And senpai is just about to have hers.
Wow, you have an actual Italian cuisine ration? What? I just assume it's some hard pasta and some angry Italian yelling at every time you bite it. Ah, mamma mia! Hey. Oh, so your lower-level employees are stuck with ration, eh? How sad. Ah, come on, don't be a douche and asshole. I had plenty of warm French toast with tea with extra milk myself. It is, of course, important to my role as a captain. The captain needs a lot of calories and enough energy to keep the crew together. Sure. I swear, why do you think you are hogging all the halfway decent non-perishable for yourself? Ah, nothing too wrong with that. The quality of one diet has pronounced effect on one's mental state, after all. Those who are unwilling to endure discomfort should make every effort to eat well on a daily basis. Besides, a hot cup of tea is a small price to pay if it has eliminated the greatest source of disorder in our little community. Don't you agree, Mr. Meunier? Well, I can't argue with that, especially when the guy who's less willing to deal with discomfort than anyone is actually managing it. Ha! Oh, you mean me? Oh, do not worry, I still have a store of my own little remedy to fall back on. If the time ever comes when I need to calm my nerves, it should do the trick nicely. Why, I can't keep why... Is it opioids he's talking about? Or opium? Because it is a thing that Sherlock Holmes did. He did a lot. Fool. Oh, never mind how strong your willpower is. You still haven't answered my question, Holmes. You just told me it isn't that you refuse to merge, but that we can't emerge. What did you mean by that? And remember, I have appointed you Kaltia's new administrative advisor. How about you show a little gratitude for the appointment? Now tell me exactly what's going on. I'm not normally particularly concerned with title, but I must say, being an administrative advisor has been a novel experience. What happened? Tab down. To be honest, I'm rather excited to be exercising my new untapped talents to meet this job's demands.
How did that end up happening? Does Director Gordo have a death wish or something?
Well, he's already got Da Vinci serving as a technical advisor, right? He probably just appointed Holmes to administer stuff because he doesn't have any other manager to help him right now. Probably. I can hear you, you know. I have these nibbles right here. They take in sound. My name is music. Music. Music is the sound that we convey by instrumented singing, and then we take into our brain, and they dance together. So I can hear. Hey? Now, come on, Holmes. Out with it. I didn't mean your penis, Holmes. Put it back in there. We'll take it later on in my quarter. Are we going to survive or aren't we? I'm afraid survive is too broad of a term for me to provide a satisfactory answer, but I can at least outline the possible result of our emergence. Strictly speaking, it is not that we cannot emerge, rather we have nowhere to emerge to. At the present moment we are voyaging across the void space, a world existing in a negative vector, to put it another way. So in order to return to reality, we need a connection to it. An anchor, if you will. Can't we just bind a chain around Gordolf and throw me out and he grab time? I knew I would never become a captain on this. Nah, it would be mean. Unfortunately, anything should be able to serve as an anchor as long as it exists in reality. So as long as someone here has a such connection, we should be able to escape from this void space. However, we are unable to do so at this time, which means the world has been utterly wiped clean. Oh, that's ridiculous. What do you mean wiped clean? That is nothing left anywhere. I'm certainly willing to admit that it was terrifying to see those meteoroids, I suppose they were, falling on Earth while we were in Antarctica. Given their size, the impact must have been absolutely devastating. No doubt the destruction was many times worse than the Tunguska event. There was that maybe there is no way there could have been a cataclysm capable of wiping every nation off the face of the Earth. And of course, let us not forget the clock tower. London's clock tower has been around for millennia. It has the greatest bastion of magecraft in existence, guarded by hundreds of defensive mechanisms. There's no possible way it could be destroyed. About the Mist City? Mist City? With all due respect, Gordolf, I'm afraid the Mage Associated in London has been destroyed as well. Every single nation, all destroyed. With the exception of those of us here, the entire humanity has been wiped from existence. What? Sweden too? But we are neutral! That would have been hilarious. Every nation wiped out except for like Switzerland. Like they're like, hey guys, we are neutral. We don't not attack. And they're like, alien, okay, peace dudes. And they're like, peace. And they're like, and then Switzerland left. I'm just saying, that's not like a real deal to happen. Or at least so Kishtaria Vodima believes. Otherwise, he would never have made that proclamation. That's impossible. The world couldn't possibly destroy so easily. It couldn't possibly. Right? You all agree, don't you? Why are you looking so glum? Stop there! Lana! You may be a chic little thing, but I can tell you that sensibility is much more in line with my own. Go on then, you tell them. Tell them Holmes is making this all up wrong or something. It's not the first time this happened. Don't tell me you're sure about this too. Aren't you like me? I guess I am. Fool. It can't be then. There really is nothing left on Earth. Not even my beloved Hawaii, or the Monaco Grand Prix, or the racetrack I always dreamed of visiting one day, the Suzuka Circuit. This is terrible. But then again, this could be our chance to create a brand new organization for making us from scratch. What do you think? Well, life gives a lemon, right? Right? I mean, true. Gordon, man. And how are we to do that when all the rest of humanity has been wiped out? But hey, if you want to make an association of one, go nuts, old man. Brofist. I'm not old. I may have a year or two on you, but I'm still a dashing specimen in the prime of my youth. Look at those muscles. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, he's like 26. I'm a couple years older than him. I'm feeling so fucking old right now. Also, that said, we do have one possible exit point. There is something on Earth to which we both have connection and that has a solid chance of existing. The Oprishnik, the black-garbed army that attacked Chaldea. We know of them and they know us. And that makes an almost complete connection between our two groups. If we were to emerge now, we would most likely do so where they currently are. You mean? At the HQ. I mean, I guess it's better than mean the void. I see right into the heart of the enemy territory here. That would certainly be extremely dangerous.
Yes, it would, but we can't stay here in the void space forever. The Shadowboard's reserves are running low. We're almost out of food, water, and power.
Indeed, we need to emerge soon no matter what. But I would like to do that at the best possible time. Fortunately, we have the Paper Moon, a compass capable of measuring standard space and void space simultaneously. Man, that sounds so funky. We have been using it all this time to look for a comparable safe location where we're to emerge, which is to say an area devoid of hostile. I mean, we have a car. If they're in a hostile outside, we just run over them. That's how we do it. And then back. Isn't that right, Da Vinci? I take it you're about done by now.
Good morning, everyone. It's me, Da Vinci Sparkle. No need to fill me in. I've been listening along this whole time. In fact, whenever I'm acting as the computer room's bio unit, I can see everything that happened inside the shadow border.
Sorry.
So don't go think you can keep any secret from me, Gordov. That goes for you too, Holmes.
Really?
Now then, I already got my eye on that Eric Kroll, or Prishnicky. I also gone ahead and brought of course emerged there, as luck would have it, we're even nearing a current that could do the trick nicely. If we head that way now, we could hitch a ride and be carried along the course in about 5 minutes. If we miss the wave, we will have to wait 10 days for next one. By that time, the shadow ball will be almost completely out of power, so what I'm getting it at...
It's now or never, like the song by Dope. No!
You got it. That's what I like to hear, Lano. Make sure to stop by and thank me for being so amazing later. Oh, show me with all your praise. Oh, please, please, please. Incidentally, according to the paper, this wave will bring us back to standard space approximately 19 days after we left. So that means we'll be emerging around April in the year 2020.
We are in April 2020. How?
Man, we really lucked out. One wrong move we could end up on a way that wouldn't take us there 100 years later. If we'd emerged into standard space then, that'd probably be way too late to do anything.
Slow down. You mean a few days difference can affect our exit time that much? Is that normal for zero sail travel? If we emerge 100 years later, the music lesson will be no more than ruined. You can't do that. That's my house.
Notice how much quicker he gets to grasp stuff when it affects him directly? Try to remember that everything on Earth has already been destroyed. Now then, it seems we are faced with a decision. The perfect wave on which we can ride to rent the reality is nearly upon us. Are you all prepared to take it? No? There's no telling what the world will look when we get there. Probably got pretty fucked. All we can say for certain is that its point will be emerging into Oprishnik's home turf. We are very likely to be attacked the moment we appear, so even so. We just have to take that chance.
Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Da 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 da.
What are you, some sort of adventure crazed nut?
I do like nuts. What was that? Mr. Migneux. I don't know, we collided with something and now left screw has shut down. What did we collide with? Aren't we like in the void? We found the voids of the borders wall. The collision damaged our armor. Part of the logic formula is missing.
What did you say? Armor's been damaged? Why did you provide fully such cheap materials? If I see by fortune my money, would there be no object?
He must have spent all his money acquiring Chaldea. Well, this isn't good. We can't maintain the vehicle balance anymore. It looks like it is for our maintenance zero sail. At least we should still be able to raise the bow and rent to the standard space. But after that, I think we need to step outside to make repairs. Holmes? Quite so, given the circumstances, our hands are tied.
This is in the maiden zero sail. All hands, prepare to emerge.
Then let's go catch ourselves a wave.
I didn't agree to that. Well, let me get my seatbelt on. Oh no. Oh, my sweet jelly bond. All that sake you say, you're not getting incapacitated under any circumstances. That goes for you too, Lano. As long as you're strapped in, you don't suffer any serious injury. Trust me, I speak of experience.
Activating paper moon. Initially plate and navigational shot plus minus converge. Commencing shadowboard docking sequence into reality boundaries. Fire existing verifying into real space. Optimistic anchor confirmed.
Oh no. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows. Nobody can even guess. So we must be prepared for anything. The only way we will learn what awaits us when we emerge is to see for ourselves.
Emerging from void space. 30 seconds. Zero sail complete. Emerge into reality space.
Yeah. Ha ha! I'm king of the world!
Oh, fancy.
That is so cool. It's so fancy.
Fancy.
Permafrost. Ooh. Ha ha ha. That looks really nice. Gosh.
Are we dead?
I hope not, at least. Did we die? Well, the shadow border turned upside down and everyone died. Oh, that's so cool. Plenty of snow here. But, well, I'm actually gonna cut for now, and I will be back with more Lostbelt very soon. I am so hyped for this, guys. So thank you for watching. See you later on, and have a continued super great day.